Welcome back to another edition of Sessions at Overit. I'm your host, Greg Adela. Today I'm joined by New York City-based singer-songwriter and drummer John Brodeur. Brodeur is a one-man band in the tradition of Todd Rundgren and John Brion. Brodeur hit the rock scene hard with his 2001 debut album, Tiger Pop. Live, his presentation combines classic troubadour stylings with manic feats of looping and layering. John is currently touring in support of his new album entitled Little Hopes, which he produced, performed, and mixed primarily by himself. I am pleased to have John Brodeur here with me today. Welcome. How's it going, John?
Excellent.
Excellent.
For having me, Greg.
Well, let's go. That was a good stretch out. We've known each other for some years.
A little while.
You know, and when you were living upstate. You were one of the hardest guys I knew working in this scene while writing about everyone else's career. You play in all these bands, which is not easy to do. Now you're on your own, really doing well. How did that all come to evolve?
I think the playing in a lot of, when I was living in Albany, I really was in like 5 or 6 bands at a time, which was a lot of fun. Kept me very busy, but in the long run, and it was good for chops and stuff like that. Sure. To meet people and just get better as a performer. That's what I take away from it. Made some great friends that way, but I haven't been doing that as much lately because it's distracting.
Sure.
I want to concentrate on my own thing, and
Absolutely.
It's like, I like to be playing a lot, but I'd rather be playing my songs.
So how you evolved as a writer and musician, what are your early influences, or what were your influences? And what inspires you today with like new music and the scene?
Well, I'll start from the beginning. I grew up, on my parents' collection, of course, like anybody does. So there was a lot of Beatles, 70s
Cool.
and 70s singer-songwriter guys, like,
Nice.
Jim Croce and, early Billy Joel.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was kind of coming to my own in the 80s, like certainly like top 40 pop and like, poppy hair metal stuff that's kind of...
Little Warrant?
I was a big Def Leppard fan.
Cool, yeah.
I liked Aerosmith a lot. And then, grunge happened and all that stuff. So that was that got me really starting my own bands,
Yeah.
My first couple bands were definitely like grunge, flavored. But I always kind of wanted to, just write songs that connected with people. It took a while for me to get around to how to do that, both musically and lyrically.
Sure.
How to tell a story. I think Elliott Smith was a big turning point for me. Like that was when I heard his music and heard what he was saying and doing musically. It was like, oh, okay, that's a good way to go with things, and I get that.
Yeah.
As far as like more recent, well, I mean, I still listen to Elliott Smith. Even though he's been gone for 10 years. I was gonna say about new music.
Yeah.
I find that I'm more, rather than listening to what's new, I keep discovering things from the past and keep,
I do that too, yeah.
Yeah, I just like, there's always more stuff out there. So, I mean, there's plenty of new stuff, but there's also, I got into Emmett Rhodes. I don't know if you know him.
I don't know, no.
He was another one-man, recording machine back in the early 70s. Guys like that. Anyway.
Because I feel like in this day and age, that there's so much available for everybody out there, but it builds up so much static. It's really hard to cut through.
It is. It's really,
and see what's really good out there and
actually,
has true talent.
Yeah, if you want to, on the mediocrity.
Yeah, sure.
Like, it's really like the machine as far as what it takes to become a successful band is like everybody knows how it works now. You make your record on your laptop because everybody's got a recording studio, with their laptop now. You fix everything, and then you hire a publicist, and as long as you pay enough for the right publicist. That's basically who they own. They run the business now, publicists, pretty much. But any old band can make it.
Yeah.
So, as long as they're willing to, you still got to get in the van. And that's what it comes down to. You still got to do the footwork. But
I think all that hard work that you've done and that you continue to do leads you to your new album, Little Hopes. Let's talk about it. How did it begin? Where did you get?
Little Hopes started as a project for my old band, Maggie Mayday.
Okay, cool.
That was a band that ran up here. We were together from 2007 to 2009. We recorded most of the album, and we practically finished the record, and we were in the mixing stages, and then the band split up. So I took, what I thought was the part of the record that I wanted to try to keep, and I was going to spin it into a solo record, add a few things that I'd recorded myself, maybe remix a few things. And then over the course of another 3 years, it evolved into this, which has only got 2 songs from those original sessions, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff that I did at home and in different studios here and there and different living rooms. And then I sort of mixed it as much as I could at home and sent it off to my friend Mike Tudor, who kind of added some flavor to it on the mix side and mastered it, and it's a pretty good record, you know, for all the different weird elements that went into it.
What inspires you at this age more than anything? What is it? Is it the freedom of knowing, hey, this is where I'm at, I'm comfortable who I am, I can get up, and I don't have to explain myself or apologize, I just am and be? Because for me, I know personally, like, that's where I'm at. Like, I don't have to look in the rearview mirror, and I'm proud of that in a way, you know?
No, that pretty much nails it. It's like, it's just becoming, it's, again, maturation, growing older, and like, feeling more comfortable with who I am and not feeling like I gotta, like, you know, hide behind snark and stuff like that when I, you know, talk to people and you know, being able to just have a conversation and not be looking around the room.
Careful with our own hearts and take your time. Be careful. Be careful. days are. Crash land on a dying star. Sure doesn't feel like home. The little hopes you stashed away for some hopeless rainy day. Time for them to come out and play, 'cause you only get one go round. That rainy day is now. So dig down as deep as you can. Dig in the earth with your hands. Dig for your soul like it's buried alive, and dig until light comes through the other side. It's so easy to obsess on inconsequential things, I guess, all wrapped up in this psychic mess. Take one more look around. You gotta dig yourself out and dig down as deep as you can. Dig in the earth with your hands. Dig for your soul like it's buried alive, and dig until light comes through the other side. Dig until light comes through the other side. Dig until light comes through the other side. Dig down as deep as you can. Dig in the earth with your hands. Dig for your soul like it's buried alive, and dig until light comes through the other side. Dig until light comes through the other side. Dig until light comes through the other side. She wrote me the longest letter, quoted 9-inch nails, tried her best to convince me, but she failed to change my mind about this. I was not swayed. I woke up with a hangover again. I could barely stay awake. Yeah. Watch the sunrise like a big star, all strung out and exhausted. Felt my best judgment fail, I guess. I just lost it, and the animals all stared at me, see if I would blink. Headed for the loony bin, or a movie of the week. Yeah. just think I could use a little rest. In my defense, I've never felt so cloudy. Let's play doctor one more time. We can both be patient. I'm cleaning up my acting time for my permanent vacation. I'm cleaning up my acting time for my permanent vacation. I'm cleaning up my acting time. Just think I could use a little rest. In my defense, I've never felt so cloudy. Yeah. Oh, in my defense, it's been a long night, and I just think I could use a little rest. In my defense,